Alright Ace, let's get ready to burn down some gobos. And to do that, we need to understand a few things about the Pyroclast. Here are 4 things I think you should know off the bat with Pyroclast. Pyroclast is a fiery weapon that applies burn with its light after heavy attacks, or with its weapon meter and skills. Pyroclast is a slow weapon, and that makes positioning key. Positioning yourself poorly or using the wrong move, and you will find yourself stuck in long animations, unable to avoid damage. Any light attack after a heavy attack is going to come out slow. I know we think light equals fast, but that isn't the case with Pyroclast. Remember it like this: light after heavy, the weapon is getting ready. This one's important. The Y into X finisher is a crucial move for the Pyroclast. This move is not only the strongest base attack in your kit because of the additional burn damage, it also gives you a huge chunk of focus back and weapon meter. You can quickly access the Y into X finisher by dashing during a combo and using a light attack. Now that you have a general idea of the weapon, it's slow, the light attacks are actually heavy, and the YX finisher is a really powerful tool, we can talk about how you actually play the Pyroclast. Starting with the weapon ability, Seer. Attacking enemies builds your weapon meter. The weapon gains are proportional to the attack. The stronger you hit, the more meter you gain. Once the meter is full, you can activate Seer, which applies 1 stack of burn with every attack. Attacks that already apply burn will apply burn twice. You can charge Seer outside of combat by activating the ability, which will give a small amount of charge. Let's take a quick look at some of the Pyro's attacks. You have the 3x light attack, light into heavy overhead, light heavy light, and remember, light after heavy, the weapon is getting ready. 3x heavy, and the heavy light chain. The Pyroclast light string is just 3 quick attacks. They're not particularly powerful. However, using the first 2 inputs of the light attack are a great way to create openings for the YX finisher. Where the Pyroclast really shines is in its heavy attacks. Heavy swings are wide and powerful and have built-in stability. Stability means you won't be staggered during smaller attacks. Think of the heavy as your default attacks. These moves are stronger, have better reach, stability, and have more frames to dodge out of. Like we said earlier, Pyroclast is all about positioning. You have to know when to go for your bigger attacks. For example, light heavy heavy is a great tool for poking at the enemy and giving you time to decide if you want to commit to a bigger finisher, or leave yourself room to dodge. The light 3x heavy combo is the safest string, offering ample dodge windows and low commitment up until the final heavy attack, which is still fairly safe since it has stability. The heavy into light chain delivers the highest damage output and applies 3 stacks of burn, but it also requires the greatest commitment. You should only use this combo when you're confident it will connect. Try to keep a steady supply of focus by looking for the YX finisher, either through the quick dash or doing a full combo string. When playing solo, my recommended stats should focus on heal on hit, attack, break, and focus on hit. Right now, in the early access, I don't think it's worth focusing on burn duration or damage because it's harder to gain those stats to any effective degree. Also, it takes 20% of burn or ailment duration combined just to have 1 additional tick of burn damage. For weapon sets, I recommend the Stout Swine. I recommend this set for 2 reasons. 1, the damage bonus is great, and probably the best in slot for most classes. The Stout Swine War Club has 2 of my preferred skills, Blast Off and Blazing Roar. We'll talk more on those skills in a moment. As for the aspect recommendations, I won't go into too many details because, frankly, I don't have many unlocked. It's also likely a lot of the aspects will change throughout the early access. However, I will say, the aspect that grants stability after a focus attack has been game-changing for me. By having this aspect, I basically permanently have super armor on all of my attacks, which makes landing stronger hits 100 times easier. Now let's take a look at the skills, starting with the 1-bar skills. Blast Off, Wildfire, Crimson Uppercut. As for your 2-bar focus skills, we have Blazing Roar, Seething Cyclone, Mountain Splitter. Personally, I prefer Blast Off and Blazing Roar. This weapon combination can be found at Stout Swine. I like the ability to reposition with Blast Off, and it feels great to just spew flames with Blazing Roar. Don't get me wrong, I play League of Legends, I'm a Garen main, I know how great it is to spin to win, but man, I really love the flamethrower.
I can't handle stardom. Okay. That's going to cover it for this overview. If you guys have any feedback or suggestions for these videos, feel free to comment. I read every single one. Thanks for watching Ace, and I'll see you in the Belfry? You wouldn't even say how to say that!
I gotta explain how to say Belfry.
Belfry? Both was Belfry.
Then where'd you get your degree?
Wow.